So thanks for joining our webinar and welcome to Penny. We're thrilled to have you with us and we look forward to supporting your growth. So at Penny, we're more than just a life insurance and annuity BGA. We're a true partner focused on helping agents like you save time, simplify operations, and boost your bottom line. So here's what you get when you work with us. Top tier underwriting and case design support, a dedicated A team to handle your applications and follow-ups, free access to our CRM and Curio, streamlined tools like IGO and Firelight to make basically your submissions effortless, and ongoing training and business development support. So our mission is simple: to make your business run smoother and more efficiently, whether that means managing your back office, improving client communication, or helping you scale your production. We're here to take the heavy lifting off your plate so you can focus on what matters most, serving your clients. So we're excited to partner with you and help you take your business to the next level. And now I'll turn the mic over to David.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for attending and registering and showing up. Appreciate it very much. We enjoy doing these webinars. Anything we can do to help our agents and give you more tools in the toolbox to get the job done, we're very, very, very happy to do so. And excited today about presenting the John Hancock Protection SIUL. It's a survivorship IUL. You may have heard the term second to die. They call it a survivorship because it sounds sexier than second to die, but that's what this is. It's the protection SIUL. So I'm going to go over this, and I'll right up front, we were just discussing the weather issues that I'm having here where I'm at, and so I apologize for not being on camera. It kind of crashed, but that's all right. We'll struggle through, and that may be a plus or a minus for anybody that has to view the screen. So let me go through this and go over why you might want to offer a protection survivorship IUL. This is a fairly specific, particular kind of an inquiry that usually comes in, and it's a really good one. Anytime you get a prospect, a client, anybody that you know that talks to you about a possible survivorship kind of a policy, you want to pay attention, you want to talk to them, you want to get in front of them and show them some good options. John Hancock is one of the best options out there, and there's a few reasons I want to point out to you. And the reason you really want to talk to these people is because oftentimes we're just discussing, these are affluent people. They have an estate. That's what they're usually doing, is they're doing estate planning. They have a financial advisor who is doing estate planning with them. They're concerned about taxes that they might incur to the estate. So all those things mean, okay, you're talking to somebody of means. You want to talk to them. You want to get in front of them. You want to walk and talk in those circles and get referrals and whatnot. So I'm just highlighting a few things I wanted to touch on for this specific product. Obviously, one of the lowest cost survivorship products on the market. It illustrates very well against other products in the market. And so if you get somebody here that you want to put this in front of, you want to do an illustration, we can even do a comparison illustration to show how this kind of sits in the marketplace. It sits well. It's very, very good. And over to the right-hand side, see here it says Life Track. That's very unique. It's very cool. What this does is it sends the insured an email and an update on what's going on with their policy, real performance of what's going on with their policy about a month before the anniversary date of it, so that then they can plug in goals that they have, what they're trying to achieve. It can adjust the premiums that they need to put in order to achieve those goals, and see how it's been performing in real life rather than or opposed to the illustration that was provided when they first got into it. Because one thing we can always guarantee is that it will never perform exactly as what the illustration shows. It's just that, it's an illustration. But this does show what's really going on with it and how they can react to it. Great tool, very powerful tool, especially when you hear some of the negative press that's out there for IULs or anything you hear. A lot of that stems from people not paying attention, not being on top of annual reviews and whatnot. This takes care of that. Awesome tool. This page just basically goes over the different indices available and account options that you have. There's a ton. They're all based on two indices, S&P 500 and the Barclays Global MA. That's the multi-asset index that they have. And let me go forward. There's a bunch of different ways of doing it depending on the person's risk tolerance and what they want to do and what they want to achieve, what their goals are for it. This is talking about the two different types of loans that you can do to get access money, cash value out of the policy. And they're just the standard things. You get a standard or an index loan, often referred to as a participating loan. I can tell you most people do the participating loan. Money's still in there making money while you're out spending money. Features. Very basic IUL type features in this, except for maybe the $250,000 minimum face amount. That's the smallest they'll do. Usually, again, if you're talking to somebody who's interested in such a thing, they're going to be doing bigger face amounts than that. Anyway, you're talking about some good sized policies typically. Just pedestrian normal stuff here for the most part as far as IULs go. So that's really the main thing, is that you're going to be dealing with probably bigger cases. Some benefits, some different features of this particular policy for John Hancock. No lapse guarantee. In this particular one, this is that worst case scenario column that you see in an illustration that you have to show, where if the market tanks every single year and the insurance costs go through the roof every single year and nobody pays attention to it, does anything about it every single year, then this is the worst case. Well, this has this no lapse guarantee to it, which will say here, this policy will be in force until such and such an age. Now, I'll point out you cannot set that age when you're running an illustration. You can't say I want it to run until age 80. However, I can also tell you that the last one that I ran, an illustration, was for a couple in their 40s, and that no lapse guarantee carried out well into their 80s. So it's a really good one. Again, this is the protection SIUL, and so that speaks to that. It protects them. Unique to John Hancock. If you know anything about them and their products and the way they approach things, they're big proponents of being healthy, staying alive, staying on their books for a long time. So they have this quit smoking incentive. All it's doing is that the policy charges in the first 3 years, if you are approved as a smoker, the policy charges are non-smoker. And they'll do that for the first 3 years. It's kind of automatic. And then after that, if you want to continue with those non-smoker charges, you have to show that you have quit smoking. So it's just an incentive to do that. Nice little feature. They're always concerned about the health of you as a client or your client while you're alive, rather than the opposite. These are just crediting things for the agent and how it's bonused out and how just different bonuses you can do. And so I won't get into that